Balatro has a huge problem. While the game is magnificent and award-winning, I just couldn't get this problem off my mind. As somebody who's chronically online, the first thing I noticed while playing through the game was that there was a catastrophically small amount of anime girls in it. Specifically, 0. Now, this is unacceptable, so I had to do something about it. As a totally professional programmer and video game modder, I took on the responsibility of fixing this crucial error. Except, there's another problem with this plan. I have to clout chase as much as possible. I am addicted to clout chasing. Thus, instead of normal anime girls, I'm filling the void with VTubers.
Wow, okay. I'm die. Thank you forever.
The next conundrum we must conquer is which VTubers. While I could just pick from my favorite, that wouldn't get me my clout. However, one VTuber I watch quite often and is clouded as fuck is Filian. An obvious choice reveals itself. What would a Filian Joker do though? After spending hours researching Filian's content and being consistently productive throughout, Filian's shtick comes down to a few things. 1. Being hyper as fuck. 2. Doing shit like flips and stuff.
1, 2, 3.
3. Flashing the audience on purpose. I mean what? And 4. Being small. Now, as a professional programmer, I could have easily come up with and implemented a complex ability for all of those points. However, time is money. So I went with number 4. Being small as shit. Well, what could being small have to do with a game? First, we need to think of the things we can make small, which are usually numbers. But Balatro is a game about making numbers bigger. What's the one number that would be good if we made it smaller? That's right, the required chips required to beat the blind. Isn't that a mouthful? I made Filian half the blind's chips at the start of the round. But Sason, isn't that just a roundabout way of doing a 2x mult? Well, aren't you just a dummy dum-dum with no critical thinking, huh? Since Filian's abilities proc once every round, specifically at the beginning, before playing a hand, you can stack things like Blueprint and Brainstorm to make the effect way bigger, and then move them to copy other things. My game design abilities are nothing to scoff at. I am a genius. Next Joker. If you checked the video length, you would see that we are only a fraction of the way through. Bet you just checked the video length, didn't you? I made you do that on purpose, because you're more likely to subscribe when I tell you to if you already have your mouse on the video. You're also more likely to click off the video since you're now conscious of that fact, but now that I've told you that, you probably won't. I've played you, and now you have to subscribe, buddy. Come on, go ahead. Anyways, who's another huge VTuber I could leech claw off in this video? That's right, or wrong, I don't know what you said, but it's obviously gotta be ironmouse. Quiz time. Who is ironmouse? 1. A goofy rat. 2. The queen of hell. 3. A feisty Latina. This is the part where I recite the generic line, wrong, it was the 4th option, all of the above. It would have been funny to make a joker about being a feisty Latina, but being the queen of hell stuck out to be more. Since she's the queen of hell, I figured her ability would revolve around death. So when killing a card or destroying it, she gains 5 mult. I know, I'm very clever. This is also not even that broken, I don't think. But if you think so, then comment or something, I need this engagement bait. Onto programming the thing, I could see that it was pretty similar to Kaneo. And as a professional programmer, I obviously didn't have to ask the Discord for resources, and obviously knew that there was a handy mod which showed the code of all the jokers in the game in the format of the modding framework, which would have saved me so much time if I knew it existed earlier, which I obviously did. Jokes aside, this was a lifesaver, and after ripping the code straight from Kaneo and making some tweaks, Kaneo 2.0, ironmouse, was looking good as ever. Now, time for the third, final joker. Who would I pick? It had to be someone with immense clout. Someone who was the focus of the biggest VTuber news recently. Sameko Saba. Now, admittedly, I do not watch Sameko Gura. However, as the clout-loving cretin I am, I had to make a joker around her. As per usual, I will list the things which could be new abilities. 1. Working in a lighthouse. 2. Being a fish. And 3.
Paper boat.
I have no clue what I would do for 1 and 3, but being a fish, well, obviously it would be about swimming. You know, it resembles a school of fish swimming. Cards being drawn into your hand. Also, Saba is blue. You know what else is blue? Chips. So cards being drawn and chips combined means that every time you draw a card, Saba gains 1 chip. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty powerful, but in the grand scheme of things, I think it's alright. After procrastinating for a while, I got off my ass, and just like that, the big 3 was completed. My dreams of having VTuber anime girls in Balatro had come true.